Pisces, how are you? Welcome to Inflow Tarot. My name is Mary and I'll be taking you through this reading here for April. Let's see what we have coming up. What does Pisces need to know the most right now? What is the most important information? And how can we reconcile that information in order to provide better solutions for ourselves? So let's see, what do we have for Pisces? Remember, just take whatever resonates, whatever doesn't, just let it go in the flow. Because remember, there's a lot of energies and I may just be picking up maybe on one or two people. So let's just see what we have going here. Just give me one more. Thank you. Oh, all right. So, Pisces, please. What do I have for Pisces in the month of April? One more. This one more, please. Thank you. All right, Pisces. Very nice. So, Pisces. Yeah, it looks here as if you're coming out of a space of really expending a lot of energy, maybe where you don't want to expend energy. Okay, there's something here about feeling relief at this particular point in time. You know, there could be relief. There's less defensiveness. And there could be a little bit more restfulness that's coming into your vortex at this particular time. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, okay, you're moving away from a time of where there was a lot of toil, a lot of labor in order to achieve some of the things that you really wanted to achieve. But you're moving away from that, and there seems to be something quite stable about you at this particular point. If this isn't happening now, maybe it's coming in. You know, so with the King of Coins here right in the middle of the reading, the King of Coins indicates someone who is quite stable and responsible, really focused and diligent with detail. Okay, so this could be somebody maybe who's moving out of a space maybe where they had to work really hard and now they're feeling quite comfortable, you know, being quite comfortable, especially when it comes to finances. I also have the Judgment here. So with the Judgment, right, this could be people elevating you to another level of self. This could be praise, you know, this could be praise at work. People here are elevating you and making almost like an announcement about it. You know, this could be like a promotion maybe that has happened at work recently, possibly, right? Or maybe there's an announcement maybe that you need to make. Maybe there's a different level of work also that you're going into, all right? So maybe you're coming out of a phase of just hard graft, just toiling, just the head is down, you're just doing all the work that you can do, and now you're moving into this space of ease where you're being you're being elevated and people are respecting you, that kind of ease. Is there anything else more that I need to know here, Spirit? Can I get something on the Judgment? Okay, I'll take those ones. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of happiness here, Pisces. Ooh, a lot of happiness here for Pisces. You know, so what is interesting about this energy, as I've been saying to the other signs, is that there's a lot of Venusian energy that's surrounding the cosmos at this particular point in time. Uranus is opposing Venus. Uranus is opposing Venus. Let me just make sure I got that completely right, you know. And that kind of transit really brings bounty, you know, it brings bounty into our life. It brings a little bit more opulence, possibly, you know. It depends on where Venus really resides in your chart as well. But yes, you know, there's a lot of this expect the unexpected kind of frequency really that we're working with right now. So maybe this hasn't really occurred yet, right? Maybe you've not been uplifted yet, right? So maybe you haven't had that outward success as yet, but people are really elevating your status at this particular point in time, or you are elevating your status simply because of all the work that you've done, you know, and now you're reaping the rewards of your labor. I love that for you, Pisces. Yeah, you know, and here, you know, there is this whole energy here with the 6 of coins, right, to bring a sense of balance, you know, bring a sense of equilibrium into your life as much as what you can. So as much as you're receiving from the universe, that's as much as you should give back to the universe. There's almost like a humanitarian sort of vibe here. So maybe some of you, maybe you work for charities, or maybe you're sort of developing a charity at this particular point in time. It could be anything like this. You know, there's something here about the give and the take, and to make it nice and balanced and equal, okay, so that everybody benefits. Yeah, so that everybody benefits, you know, because there is this really beautiful energy, this Venusian energy. You know, I've been talking about it quite a lot because I love anything to do with Venus. You know, I mean, Venus is your ruler. It's just like, oh, you know, beautiful. I just love it. You know, so if this is your, I mean, Pisces is obviously your sun, you know, this is going to elevate your career a little bit. You know, there may be an injection of funds into your career. You know, there could be more opportunities that's coming into your career. You know, if this has to do with your rising, you know, this is more to do with you. You know, I mean, it has more to do with you. It's more about how you look, you know, it's about how you look, how you present in the world. And with all this lovely Venusian energy, I keep talking about it like that, this Venusian energy, you know, it has to do with beauty. I mean, it has to do with aesthetics. It's things like this. You know, but here, yeah, you're taking a lot of time out to rest. You know, there's some resting time here. You know, this is a time to ponder. This is a time to think. This is a time to consider next steps, or where you want to take all of this wonderful energy, you know, all this wonderful energy of where you've done all the work and now you're just sitting in the juices of it, almost, in a way. I really, really love that. Yeah, because the 4 of Swords, you know, because it's swords, everybody may consider it to be a malefic card. I mean, but it isn't. It's very much the card that steps back in order to ponder and visualize and to just have a look at what it is really that they've been working on and how they want to continue to work, right? What it is they want to bring into their vortex. But it could simply just mean this person just needs to rest after all of the work that they've actually done. You know, there's a lot of happiness here. All this yellow in your cards, right? This is the motivation. You know, this is related to the solar plexus. This is related to the motivation, the drive, the vigor that we take in order to meet life. It's kind of like Mars energy. Yes, I really like that. Is there anything else that we need to know here? Is there anything else that we need to know for Pisces, please? Just give me 3 more. Oof. I will take it, mainly because it did that. Give me 2 more cards, please. What was that card? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, sorry. All right, yeah. Okay, here we have the Awakening card. Wow. That's a beautiful message, isn't it? It did fall on the side, mind you. So it did fall like this, but this is the Awakening card. Look at how beautiful. It's such a gorgeous card. Like, it just has, right, it's like an opening of the heart. It's an, right, it could also be an opening of the 3rd eye. You know, Piscean people are very ethereal anyway, very imaginative and naturally psychic. Just give me 2 more cards, please. Yeah, 2 more cards. Why are these cards just falling everywhere? What is this about? Yeah, okay. 9 of inspiration. Okay, so this came up twice. Isn't that interesting? This has come up twice. So the first time it fell like this, the second time it fell like this. Okay, so the 9 of inspiration here, as I said, this is this person, maybe who's moving away from this excessive amount of work, right? Or moving out of the defensiveness of having to work hard for something, because that's also another side of working hard, isn't it? Sometimes when you're working hard for something, everything just feels like it's too much of hard work and you really just don't have the motivation anymore, you know. But here, this is showing, right, that if you're able to push through just a touch more, there's another level of self that is coming through that judgment. That is very interesting now that that came up, right? The awakening, right, that felt like this isn't quite here yet. You know, this is going to take a little bit more work, with the 8 of materials. You know, the 8 of materials is somebody who is grafting and putting the work in, but are you working on the right things? This is now what I'm feeling. Are you working on the right things in order to open yourself up to this new information that wants to come in? Yeah, you see here, there's the 5 of coins, right? There's a little bit of dissolution there. Anything else? Okay, yes, okay, interesting. Yeah, so once again, there's that call here for that, pause. Remember before we had the 4 of swords, now we also have the hangman. So the hangman is the energy that takes you also, right, away from all the things that cause all of your distractions and allows you to just rest once again, rest and come to stillness in order to find a different perspective. And once you find that new perspective, it becomes important to be strategic. Okay, you need to be strategic with how you activate into this new thing. There's a new thing that's coming through also here for you, Pisces. What is interesting with Pisces is at the moment they have Saturn is in Pisces, and we know Saturn is the planet of restrictions and limitation, and because of that, okay, there may be a different way at the moment that you're operating in the world. There could be a different way that you're operating, especially with things like money. You know, so have a look where your Venus is, because that will make a big difference. Also have a look at where the sun is, okay, because that will, right, that's going to make a difference in your career. So notice those 2 aspects of your charts if you can. Yeah, but there is a call for you to become a little bit clearer on what it is that you need to bring in. There's something here that you need to get clear on. It could be the awakening, right? Or you may have had an awakening recently, okay? And now there's an issue on what it is that you should focus on, possibly. But maybe you're also that person who has hands in many pies, working on multiple things. You know, there could be a call here for you to just taper that energy somewhat and channel it into the direction that fuels your soul in a bigger way. Does that make sense? Because I feel like you could be nurturing multiple things at this particular point in time, or there could be this confusion, because Uranus also can cause a lot of confusion. It's not straightforward energy, not at all. It's not straightforward energy. And because Mercury is retrograde, there may be a little bit of a a backwards movement. Yeah, with Mercury retrograde, things will slow down a little bit. So they will give you the opportunity to be able to be more strategic about where you place your attention. Remember, where you place your attention, this is where the energy goes. So notice that. Yeah, there may be this little feeling here of sadness or like a little bit of loss, you know, but this could also be right. This could also be to do with the fact that, you know, a lot of things are going quite slow right now. Especially for you, Pisces, it's going to really feel like it's going slow due to that damn Saturn transit. You know, a few years back, Saturn was in Capricorn, and Capricorn is my Venus. So money and everything changed. Even how I do my hair is completely different, I mean, to how I used to do it back then. So these are the kind of things that you have to have a look at, right? Because Saturn is going to stop you from doing these things that are not really going to be beneficial for you in the long term, right? It's almost like a taskmaster. It makes you you sit up and pay attention, basically, right? Pay attention to all of these things, especially where you're wasting your time, you know, how you're handling your money, also the work that you do, right? It tries to streamline everything. You know, it may not feel so nice right now, but in the long run, there's going to be a lot more. I think you'll be grateful that right, that Saturn is sitting with you at this particular point in time. Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm feeling the restriction, you know, I'm feeling the restriction in terms of being clear on what it is that you want. Just take your time. There's no rush. Work on one thing at a time as much as what you can. So work on the main thing first and everything else will follow. Yeah, there will be a big awakening at the end of this this transit, you know, this Saturn transit. You know, it's going to sober you up a little bit. So if you know, if you were that person who spent a lot of money just randomly just being like, yeah, let me just go and get those shoes, let me just go and get that dress, now you're going to be a little bit more thoughtful about that. It'll be like, oh, so if I get that dress, you know, I won't have enough for rent, and I want to be able to pay my rent. I don't want to be in arrears, that kind of thing. So look at how Saturn is playing out in your sign at this particular point in time. That's what I would say, Pisces. That's all I've got for now. Yeah, there's nothing else really that I feel like I need to share here, because I feel like it was really centered around that. With the finances, right? Yeah, there may be like a little bit of a loss of finances, maybe because you just changed job and you decide, yeah, okay, so right underneath of the deck, oh, these are beautiful cards. I love these, you know, the Eight of Cups and the Magician. You can have anything that you want. You have all of the tools, including walking away from things that are not actually even serving you at this particular point in time, right? This is that is that sort of energy. The energy of Saturn, right, is forcing you onto other paths in order to regulate the in this case, I'm going to say the expenditure, right? How much you're spending on things. It's forcing you to become more responsible. It's forcing you to become more focused on being responsible in all areas of your life. Does that make sense? All right then, Pisces, thank you so much for stopping by. I will cull it there. Maybe I'll come back with another message mid-month. Let's see what happens. But anyway, it was lovely to read for you, and I hope you have a great month. See you soon, Pisces. Ciao for now.